been a while since I've posted a video, and I know I look like hell. And it's because my pain pump is currently shut off. About a month ago, I started having increased pain despite still having my pain pump on, and went to the doctor to find out that the medication, when they checked the reservoir, I had almost more than half of what I should have used in the last 6 months still in my reservoir. So that was kind of the indication that they knew that my pump wasn't working right, because I should have used like 14 of the amount, I think it's mLs, like 14 mLs, and there was 8 mLs still in my container. So they knew that obviously something was off. So at that point, my doctor told me, we're gonna send you home, just kind of, watch how you're feeling, and then we'll see you back in 6 months. And if your medication usage is still off, we'll discuss what to do next. Well, it wasn't even probably 2.5 weeks later that I noticed I was just on a really bad decline. My pain started increasingly getting worse, to the point where I was like back taking ibuprofen and Tylenol constantly, and pain was waking me up through the night, and that was something that I hadn't experienced in years. I got my pain pump in 2019, and it's 2024. And I really took my pain pump for granted. I was one of the lucky ones where when I got my pain pump, it was literally life-changing for me. I went from being almost bedridden all the time, to doing everything. Like, it completely changed my life. And so now realizing, being back into a situation where I'm realizing just how much I relied on my pain pump, has been really eye-opening for me. So last week when I was at the doctor, he completely shut off my pump because obviously it wasn't working the way it was supposed to be, and he put me back on oral medication. And going back on oral medication all of a sudden has really done a number on me. It's made me very tired. The euphoria that comes with taking oral medication really messes you up. So I work full time. I'm involved with a lot of things in my community. I'm a mom. So all of a sudden being tired and sleeping on and off randomly is screwing my schedule up, as well as making it unsafe for me to do things, because I went from having a pump that was on, and I wasn't on a super high dose, and I did that for a reason, right? Because I knew that there was a possibility one day that my pump could not work, or I could max out at a young age, because I'm only 33, and I didn't want to get, to be 50 years old and be maxed out. So I was always very cautious of upping my pain levels with my pump. So thankfully I was at a tolerance with my pain pump that if I needed to go off of it, that I could go back on oral pain medicine. But I was not expecting to go back off the pain pump and then go on to oral pain medicine to a point where I needed it to maintain my pain, and it treat me the way it's treating me, such as the euphoria and the tiredness and things like that. So I tried to take just half the dose that the doctor prescribed me when I left, and the pain was too much. And then if I take the full dose, I'm sleeping all day. So it's really been difficult to navigate the last week on how to be a functioning human right now, because I need to not be in pain all the time, because it's really hard to live that way, but then also not be a zombie while having to be a productive member of society right now and continue to do the things I'm supposed to do. So currently I'm waiting on the pre-authorization to come back from insurance so that they can replace my pump, and with that, I was only like a year and a half away from having to get the battery replaced anyway. So they're going to replace the battery. They're going to replace whatever part of the pump is not working. He's assuming that, or he's hopeful that it's just like wrapped around the pump itself maybe, and that's what's causing it to not work the way it's supposed to. But there's always the possibility that it's the catheter itself, which is in my spinal cord. And if it's the catheter itself, that would be a little bit more intricate that he has to do, and that is the part that really kind of terrifies me the most, because if any of you have watched my videos, it was the spinal cord part where when I had my trial and when I had my pain pump placed, I had the spinal headaches, and they were very traumatizing for me. And that was the one thing that I said, if I ever had to redo it, it was the one thing that would make me question if I would actually do it again, because my spinal headaches were so bad, and it almost gave me I think I do have PTSD from the trauma that I felt after that, the situations that occurred after the spinal headache. Just laying there, not being able to move, the pain, literally not even being able to lift myself up to go to the bathroom. It was just very traumatic, and to think that I may have to go through that again is just really messing with me right now. And like, you try to explain that to someone and they don't really understand unless they've gone through it and they know, you know, they can understand the pain and the situation of peeing on yourself because you can't move. So I'm hopeful that he will get in there and he won't have to mess with my spinal cord. And not only that, but I need to figure out my work stuff. Like, do I need to take FMLA? Am I going to be down for a week because I can't lift myself up because of a spinal cord headache? Or is it just going to be a simple, you know, fix the pump itself and I can continue to work? I literally just found out I'm going to finally get the promotion I've been working hard for, and then to possibly screw that up in a situation where right now and no one's job is safe because of the economy, and it terrifies me to have to request to go on FMLA because that could be what kicks the bucket for me, because this girl is sick and she's going on FMLA, so now, you know, she's not worth holding her job for. Just so many things, which I know they have to hold your job with FMLA, but then it would be like, when I come back, you know, any little thing I'd be cautious of. So anyways, just a lot of things on my mind, and you know I don't post very much anymore, but I wanted to come on here and update you guys because I know there's people on here that share their whole story about the good of the pain pump and the bad of the pain pump, and this is obviously another downside to having a pain pump. It can just stop working on you because for whatever reason, even after so many years that it was so good and doing good things. So I'm a little out of sorts, and I'm just hopeful that it'll go good and I'll have a good surgery and it won't be as traumatizing as the last time when it was placed. That's what I'm hoping for, and then I will keep you guys updated. So after I have surgery, I will let you know. And like I said, I'm still waiting on the date to know when I actually have surgery, so I'm at least on my oral medication until then. So trying to navigate being back in this atmosphere. But I'll keep you guys updated and I'll let you know how it goes and what was the actual issue, and I'll try to find out from my doctor what causes the issue that I'm having, or once they know what it is. And yeah, I'll share more when I know more, but just keep me in your thoughts.